Hi everybody, I'm Carolyn. I'm the Children's Librarian at Battersea and York Gardens Libraries in Wandsworth, London, United Kingdom. And this is an installment of our Story Explorers series, which is every Saturday at 3 p.m. A children's librarian takes you through some books that they think you will love, usually on a specific topic. Today, because tomorrow, Sunday the 14th of February, is of course Valentine's Day, I want to talk to you about some books about love. I was going to do ages 0 all the way through teen, but it turns out that most stories, especially for teens, are about love. So it got a bit too big and overwhelming. So I am focusing today on some picture books rather, about love. And some of them have a kind of a different twist to them if you're looking for something a bit different to your typical love story. Let's get started. The first book I would like to talk to you about is called Love is My Favorite Thing by Emma Chichester Clark. And this is about a dog named Plum. And as you probably know, if you've ever had or seen or been around a dog, they are full of love. And this is all about a dog who loves her family, but worries that maybe when she's naughty, her family will stop loving her. And you can probably guess that that's not the case, of course. So this is a very sweet story, and it's told in almost kind of a graphic novel form. You can see it has kind of panels and a bit longer text, so it's also great for children who are just learning to read, and it actually comes in this little, more like a chapter book version as well. So this is a great story for the whole family about unconditional love. And the next one is called You Can Never Run Out of Love, and this is also one about the nature of love and how it is basically infinite and eternal. As more and more people or companions, friends enter your life, your love can expand and grow, and you can really never run out of it. And it is by Helen Doherty, and it's illustrated by Ali Pye. And it also kind of includes things about, you know, when maybe we're not the most appealing, if you run out of nappies and things get a bit smelly, you still are loved, and of course can love too. It's a really sweet story for Valentine's Day. The next one is called The Boy Who Loved Everyone, and this is by Jane Porter and illustrated by Maisie Paradise Shearing. And it is about a boy named Dimitri who tells just about everyone and everything he comes across that he loves him. He is so full of love. He wants to share it with everybody, but he doesn't understand why maybe everybody doesn't say it back. And this is a really sweet, moving story, beautifully illustrated, about how there are different ways to love and different ways of showing love. But if you put love out there in the world, you'll probably get love in return. Next, I want to talk about some stories that are a bit more focused on familial love. And this one also is called Hair Love. It's by Matthew A. Cherry, and it's illustrated by Vashti Harrison. And as you can see there, it says a celebration of daddies and daughters everywhere. So it is about loving your hair and loving yourself, but it is also about the bond between a father and a daughter and how they kind of problem solve and have fun together, and you know, grow that bond through doing things together. It's got really fun illustrations. It's funny as well, and Mummy comes in at the end too. So it's about the whole family bonding over something they all love, and that makes them unique. This book is called Luna Loves Library Day, and it's by Joseph Coelho and illustrated by Fiona Lumbers. And like Hair Love, it is about the bond between a father and a daughter, but of course it is also about how much Luna loves the library, and this is particularly good for the 14th of February, which is of course Valentine's Day, but it is also Love Your Library Day. So this is a great one for both occasions. I love this story because it also features a child of separated parents and how she forms a bond with her dad, you know, and they have their special routines and activities that they do. And I also love it because it's of course about using and loving your library. I have another one by Joseph Coelho here called If All the World Were. This one is illustrated by Alison Colpoys, and this is about the love between a girl and her grandfather. And unfortunately, her grandfather has passed away. And it is about how we continue to love people even after they're gone, and how we, though we might be sad about their death, we can still be happy about all the wonderful memories we have together. And this one is very poetic. Joseph Collio is a poet, and also beautifully illustrated with lots of bright colors that really brings joy to a topic that is also a bit sad. This one is called Super Duper You, and it's by Sophie Henn. And this is seems to be told from the perspective of a big sibling to their little sibling, and it's about all the things that they love about their sibling, and most importantly, how they want their sibling to love these things about themselves too. So it's about brotherly or sisterly love, familial love, and also about self-love. And it has very fun illustrations. It talks about all the things a child can be or will be, and the many reasons there are to love them for those things. So next, I want to talk about maybe some more typical love stories that are about romance. This one is called Julian at the Wedding, and it's by Jessica Love. It is the sequel to Julian is a Mermaid, and like Julian is a Mermaid, it is beautifully illustrated. It's minimal on the amount of text, and a lot of reading is through understanding the illustrations and kind of interpreting them through an imaginative lens. But in this one, Julian is going to a wedding. It's a great one for all the time, but it is also good for LGBTQ History Month because the wedding is between two women who appear to be in Julian's family, and he and his friend, might be his cousin, get into a bit of mischief, but it's about how the family loves them anyway, and how they are all celebrating not just the love between the central couple that's getting married, but how weddings bring everyone together to celebrate the love amongst family and friends as well. Another one about partnership is Slime and Sock by Sue Hendra. She wrote the Super Tato series, and Paul Lynette, he illustrated the Super Tato series. So they are, it's illustrated by Nick East, but Paul Lynette and Sue Hendra wrote the Super Tato series. So they are partnering again about this Sock who is missing his pair and is really desperate to find his sockmate or soulmate. And it doesn't quite end as you might expect. It's about how we can find companionship in the most unlikely of places, and the person you might assume you should be with, or others might assume you should be with, it's not always the person you're compatible with, or the sock you're compatible with in this case. So this is a funny one. If you like Super Tato and you want a kind of humorous, cheeky love story, or more partnership story, Simon Sock is a great one. Now, if instead of laughing you want to cry your eyes out, I recommend Jerome by Heart. It's by Thomas Scotto and illustrated by Olivier Talek, and it is just a beautiful story about two young boys who are really in love. And I like this one because often love at this age is a bit dismissed, as if children can't know their hearts, and this is a really beautiful one about how in fact they can, and the really deep and beautiful bond between two children. It's got really sweet illustrations, and I cried the first time I read it. Now, if you're a bit in the anti-Valentine's Day crew, this story is for you. It's called Tadpoles Promise. It's by Jeanne Willis and illustrated by Tony Ross, and it's about a tadpole and a caterpillar who fall in love and promise each other that they will never ever change. And of course, as we know, tadpoles and caterpillars are a bit prone to change. So their love story doesn't go quite according to plan, and in fact it has a bit of a tragic ending due to the natural kind of relationship that usually exists between frogs and butterflies. I think Kate from Putney Library might be reading this one for her Valentine's Day story time tomorrow, so if you want to know the twist ending, you can watch that. But this is a funny one that might also have you learning a bit about life cycles and the food chain as well. I'll say that. So those are just a few picture books about love. There are, of course, so many books about love. Love inspires art, doesn't it? So let me know your favorite, whether it's a picture book or a chapter book or a book for teens. What do you love reading? And if you would like to celebrate Love Your Library Day, which is on the 14th of February, it's a Sunday, so libraries will be closed on that day. But Wandsworth Libraries is open. Each branch is open on their regular weekday from 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. and on Saturdays 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. You can reserve any of these books online in our catalog. I'll leave a link to a list of all these, but of course you can reserve whatever you like. If you're not sure what you're looking for, but you would like a bundle of books put together, handpicked by a librarian, you can email your Wandsworth Libraries branch. Let us know the kinds of books you're looking for, how many you would like, and your library membership number, and we'll let you know when they are ready to collect. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend, a happy Valentine's Day, and stay safe with your loved ones. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.